Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Prisma. Hello, Ematron. Hello, Dubious. Hello, anyone else out there lurking. Today is a Final Fantasy XIV stream, which no one should be excited for. Oh, you see my treasure, my beautiful rotating 3D golden banana, the most prized possession in my collection. I'm whipping it out today because today is all about golden things. It is the Make It Rain campaign in Final Fantasy XIV, which is associated with the gold saucer, which, you know, gold, coins, games, not gambling. You don't really lose money in Final Fantasy XIV's gold saucer. You spend a little bit of MGP, but you always get back more than you'll ever pay. Like, it's like, what, 5 MGP admission, but your winnings will always be larger than that. It's just always more about collecting as much MGP as possible to get various mounts and outfits and triple Triad cards, and it's just about, you know, having a good time. Hello, Lulu. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Cannonball. Rick, when you take his golden banana, inka dinka doo. Good Donkey Kong emote. Oh my god. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Friday. It's Friday night. Friday fucking night, motherfuckers. Time to waste my life playing MMOs and whatever else I decide to do this night. Which is probably eat food that makes me feel like shit and then pass out at 8 p.m. That's kind of like been the vibe of the past week because my sleeping schedule has been all kinds of screwed up. Let's get you guys out of the rain and head on inside. Got my golden banana over there on the chair. I see you looking at it. You can't have it. This is mine. It's just a reminder. You better not touch the golden banana. Oh. That fat fucking penguin video. I don't have it on hand. I can't show you guys, but there's like this fat fucking penguin video going around where it's just a fat penguin going, oh, oh. And the people watch it, how is it making that noise? Yeah, he's just chunky. Oh, oh, that is my spirit animal. I feel like that so much lately. I've been pulling too many like all-nighters, and that's like my sleeping schedule is kind of inverse, so I'm trying hard to really correct it, and that's what causes me to fall asleep very early in the night. I'm like, oh hell yeah, time to relax and get comfy and the sound reminds me of the pufferfish eating the carrot. Yeah, that classic old cursed meme of the pufferfish. Is just a global. What the fuck is that emote? Dubious. Who are you subbing to? Oh. I'm surprised Twitch allowed that emote. That is someone stuffing their face into a fat fucking belly. You just have a treasure trove of like all these weird fetish streamers. I want to fucking talk. You see the shit that I do on August 8th. You seen the Psycho Giantess dating sim streams? Maybe all of you. I don't know. I believe today is actually the anniversary of Sayako Giantess Dating Sim. It's been 1 whole year since that's been out, and that's been 1 whole year since I lost everyone's respect. And they learned how much of a fucking freak I am by, that game was definitely ripping my chest cavity open and displaying my heart and my weird, fucked up interests. They played Resident Evil 1 and had to watch, and I of course immediately got a gift sub. Maybe that's the grift I need to get on. I just need to be unapologetic about the fetishes, and then everyone will just like give a million gifts. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'm an ugly, scary incubus, and I have a fucking nerd voice. I'm not a very sexy person that could lull you to sleep with my fantastic voice. I can't be seductive for the life of me. I just like talk like a fucking that owl. I've never noticed, like with my animated crow emote, that the downside of me having it be the same exact cyan background just makes it look like the crow head. It hides the rest of the emote. Huh. I'm dumb. I think Stream Elements is going to be having rough times, and it might be time for me to redo my chat boxes. And maybe change it up. Maybe get a different one. And stop using Stream Elements. I need to start using like the native Twitch solution that they have to overlays and stuff. That rotating crow works better. I need to make better emotes though. That requires drawing. That requires effort. But yeah, I need to stop saying but yeah, but you know, any combination of those 3 words together. I'm bridging too many conversations and thought. It's like my mental buffer, my vocal buffer that happens, where I just need to, you know, not be afraid of letting my words pause and then moving on to the next subject. No need to bridge them with, you know, or, you know, or, but yeah. Yeah, streaming is like the fastest way to become very self-aware of like any little vocal habits that you have, and try and maybe hopefully correct them to try and be a better presenter, to be a better streamer. Unless you're someone who is well adjusted and talks to other people all the time and knows how to socialize, couldn't be me. I'm not one of those people. I don't know how to socialize for shit. I don't know how to do anything properly. I may as well just be an alien with how fucked up that I am. Lurilu, welcome to the stream. I see that peanut redeem. I never disabled a peanut redeem. That exists because of the Sayako Giantess Dating Sim like gimmick that I had for one of the Vorday streams. I just like, you know, I had the peanut redeem, spend a channel point. Of course it doesn't show up in the chat. Maybe on Twitch I can make a little pop-up every time someone redeems the peanut, or maybe I'll just retire the peanut redeem. I don't know. It's just you spend 1 point, you get nothing but a peanut. If you know, you know. Sayako Giantess Dating Sim is next month going to be getting a Switch release as well, and an update, so I will be returning to it to experience a little bonus chapter, which is just more of a alpha that was presented at conventions before the game was finished. I heavily recommend checking it out if you have the interest of giant ladies or shrinking or people getting eaten. Before I scare everyone off. Yeah. I'm a freak. Welcome to the Freakubus stream. I swear I'm normal. Some of the time. Not most of the time. Definitely some of the time. Okay. It's nearly been about 20 minutes of just, you know, whatever the hell I do before stream. But, I think now's probably the best time to just jump into Final Fantasy XIV. So, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Let me go grab my golden banana, and we'll hop into the wonderful world of Final Fantasy XIV, where, I don't know, I get to be a little short fuck and run around. Why? Oh, wait, I never, like, deactivated. Well, I'm not going anywhere, I guess. Okay. This is how I do the thumbnails for the YouTube Final Fantasy. I just, like, you know, I do my stupid normal VTuber, like you know, I go like whoa, and then I get a screen cap, and then that's the cheap, easy way to make a fucking thumbnail, because I never put any effort into my Final Fantasy XIV thumbnails. Anyways, yeah. Let's actually that's the correct size. Let's hop into the game. Got my golden banana here. Let me move it down just a bit. Giving you that weird glare. The face I make at you when you say something fucking weird. Or actually more like the face you make at me when I say something fucking weird. God damn. Okay. People have been making some really nice glamours with the Garnet outfit from Final Fantasy IX. Nice horns, thank you. I was gifted the Devil set a long time ago. I did not drop money for this cash shop outfit. Well, actually, the outfit, like, the horns are a part of a different outfit, but like this is a different. This wasn't like on the cash shop or anything. The boots are from that outfit, actually. I wear the boots very commonly. I do like the boots. Welcome to Balmung, everyone. The Nest of Sin. Olier locks eyes with you in a cordial yet slightly desperate plea for help. Hi, Ziona. Welcome. Why, Master Incubus? What fortune that we should meet again. You have been well, I trust. Why are there 14 people watching the stream right now? What the fuck? This is too many people watching a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Hello, Orbert. You entered the stream and immediately Bunny Girl's on screen? Oh, she ran away. Here, any other... There you go. You fucking clown. Jester. This is a weird Make It Rain event because it actually doesn't take place in the Golden Saucer. It's pretty much entirely in Old Ah. These are never really, like, exciting story-wise. Would that our meeting were under more fortunate circumstances, I'm in something of a bind at the moment, but perhaps that is why fate has guided your steps here. Might I borrow your ear a moment? Rick when he's faced with the truth of being likable. I don't know. Last time I checked, I probably lost more followers than I've gained in the time that I haven't been streaming much. As you may have heard, the Make It Rain campaign is in full swing at the Gold Saucer. My peers and I are come to advertise the festivities, but we lack the staff required to cover the whole of Ul'dah. I do not wish to impose, but might we prevail upon you for your assistance? Wonderful. It's a great help to us, truly. Pray we meet at the Gold Court, and I shall give a more detailed account of the circumstances. I believe our collaborators are scheduled to perform there shortly. So, the reward for this Make It Rain event was when patch 7.5 released, there was actually a glitch. If you had a specific umbrella in your inventory, I think it was the black embroidered parasol, it shared the same item ID as the reward that you get for this event. And so everyone was just running around with this mysterious otter backpack that they got. Everyone's like, where did this come from? They patched it after a while. They fixed it. It made for some really funny screen caps, though. God, these are all players right here. I have everyone's, like, names off. Ah, you've arrived. Ere I begin with explanations, I think it's best you let you first experience this year's main attraction. People of Ul'dah, lend me your ears. Allow me to present my dear friends. Come all the way, my dear friends. Come all the way from the Far East. These are the Globetrotter Otters, this year's ambassadors to the Gold Saucer. We bid you to join us for the ongoing Make It Rain campaign, where merriment abounds and dreams are made manifest with mounds of MGP. Whether you wish to play the Cactpot, race chocobos, or try your hand at Mahjong. Fuck no, I hate Mahjong. That's gonna be the one Orchestrion role I never get because they tied it to a fucking achievement for fucking Mahjong. Fucking patch the game and fix that bullshit right now, Square Enix. I'm so mad and salty. I'm never learning Mahjong. I refuse. I fucking refuse. How to play Mahjong? Quit. Accurate. Hello, Doc Irving. People come and go, but Rick fans are forever. I think I've done a pretty good job at scaring away the furries. I don't think I have furry fans. Pip, pip. I didn't read the extra bit of that dialogue, but it was already there on the screen for long. You had enough time to read it to yourself. It's really lovely to hear your laugh again, Rick. Glad you think so. Globetrotter otters, she said. I've not seen their like before, but now I feel as though I've been missing out my whole life. I think this is the 4th otter minion that they've added. But they just figured out they could just slap a different costume on this fella each and every time. You have the best meow. Oh. Meow. Meow. That's me coughing up a fur ball. And if we go to the Gold Saucer, we may encounter more of those furry little gentlemen. I suppose it has been a while since my last visit. Sorry for the awful fucking noises. That's like my specialty, is making disgusting noises out of nowhere. And making everyone go like, what the fuck was that, Rick? Just very guttural, awful noises. The RE performer there is Mistress Ajisai, and she and her otter companions hail from the far eastern nation of Noxia. I actually don't remember how to pronounce that place. Not the first time this happens in a Final Fantasy. There's always words in Final Fantasy XIV that I have no idea how to pronounce. It's the Rick Bones settling. I don't like have any. I don't have a xylophone on hand, so I can't make that sound. I am told Lord Manderville owed her people a great debt. 'Twas he who invited her troop to lead our campaign this year, an apt choice, for they dazzle and delight passerby with their performances. Also, there's a redeem. To take care of yourself. I'm cracking open a nice A&W root beer. I'll chase it with some water too. Thank you. Not mug. You know, I'd get mug, but I'm kind of liking A&W lately. Was that a Monster? No, it's never Monster. I don't really drink Monster energy drink. If I ever drink an energy drink, I usually drink the video game themed G Fuels, like the Pac-Man, the Mega Man, the Sonic, the Crash Bandicoot. Just whatever trash I could fucking find at the Dollar Tree. But I don't rely on them. Only if I'm doing a really big stream. So I usually like buy one of those. Because I need the energy and all that. The Make Him Piss redeem. Fortunately for me, I think I pissed before stream. So I won't be pissing on stream. Let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, okay. You drink a Monster? Oh my god, Ziona, you're gonna kill your kidneys and your heart. Be careful. That's awful. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take better care of yourself. While promotional efforts here at the Gold Court are well and good, we haven't the hands to cover as much ground as we initially envisioned. As such, I thought it prudent to seek out a trustworthy adventurer who could guide one of the otters around town. You get your blood work done every 3 months? I can't remember. When was the last time I did my physical? I think sometime last year. I did like I went to a Walmart recently and I saw the little like blood pressure checker machine. And I'm like, why the fuck not? The results are gonna be funny. And it said my blood pressure was like pretty high. But I'm kind of banking like on the fact that those machines aren't maintained at all and they're highly inaccurate. And every time I go to the doctor, they're just like, no, your blood pressure is fine. You're perfectly healthy. And I'm like, I don't feel healthy. And they're like, no, you're healthy. And I'm like, I eat nothing but garbagey junk food. I drink awful drinks all the time. How is my blood pressure not skyrocketing? They check my blood pressure when I go to the dentist. And of course, like, they always say, oh, your blood pressure is really high right now, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm at the dentist. I'm nervous. I hate being at the dentist. Anyway, sorry to keep getting so distracted. Ah, this must be our assistant. We are most delighted to meet you, Rickubus. I am Ajisai, and this here is my friend, Usosuke. Isn't this grand, Usosuke? Rickubus here is taking you to roam the city. Wait. I had to burp. I was trying to make a purr noise and then like I just had to burp, so I had to mute myself. You don't get that for free. I can't. I actually can't purr. I can't purr. Fuck. Then fuck it. Pip. You say he seems trustworthy, a trustworthy sort? My, that's a rather high praise coming from you, and quite rare besides. There's the little Otter backpack. Wait, you speak Otter? Indeed I do. For generations, my home village has lived in harmony with otters. Having spent my entire life with them, I am well accustomed to their speech and mannerisms. In fact, Mistress Ajisai is an avid conservationist who has dedicated her life to protecting the otters and their habitats. A portion of the proceeds from this year's campaign will go towards Nogzian otter preservation efforts. That they will. It is precisely why I wish to bring as many patrons as possible to the saucer. Their support and yours may save countless otters, so your cooperation would be most appreciated. For promotional purposes, we have prepared you a uniform and a special backpack, not unlike the ones Mistress Ajisai and I are wearing. When you are ready, just say the word and I shall present you with the raiments you require. You drink some sort of low sugar monster once a day, or else your brain is too fat. Wait. Drinking monster calms down your brain? I thought that makes your brain worse. You are ready then? Excellent. Once you have donned your uniform and backpack, pray accompany Master Usosuke as he makes his rounds of the steps of Thal. Usosuke is possessed of a keen instinct for locating crowds. But given the limits of his vocabulary, we'd like you to speak in his stead and inform patrons of the Gold Saucer's myriad wonders. Olier and I have a meeting to attend, but once we have finished, we mean to canvass the steps of Nald with the rest of the Globetrotter Otters in search of potential patrons. May the Kami of Fortune see fit to bless us both. Now, be a good little otter for Rickubus, Usosuke. Pip. Do keep a sharp eye on Master Usosuke, my friend. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Transformation, yeah, bullshit, can't do crap. Just gotta run around looking like this. My glasses, my horns, I'm normal. What the fuck? Anyways, I got the little otter backpack. It's not the permanent one though. They've been adding a lot of these like ugly oversized t-shirts with like graphics on them. I think it looks it makes male Makote look pregnant for some reason, which is funny. Pip pip pip. Oh mother, look. Isn't he sweet? I think he's trying to tell us something. Human Rick? I mean, I do have a human form, I just never use it. And I'm too lazy to like draw and rig it in like Vtube's live 2D and all that. You know, it's something I want to do, but like the time and effort it would take, I do not feel up for the task. I haven't updated my model since I kind of like started VTubing, so you know, It is what it is. I'm a lazy bastard. It's just, don't be a live 2D VTuber. Just be a no. Don't be a VTuber at all. Just be a disembodied voice or be a PNG tuber. Makes your life a lot more easier. I see. So they're having a festival at the Gold Saucer. Will there be more adorable animals like him wandering about? There's plenty of chocobos to meet at the racetrack. Their mascots are lovable, huggable, a sabo tender. There's a special strategy game just for mammoths and minions. I like chocobos, so we're going with chocobos. That sounds like a dream come true. I'd love to see it all for myself. Can we go to the Gold Saucer, mother dearest? Can we? We'll need to consult your father about it. He did recently bring up the subject of taking more family outings, though, so I doubt he'll refuse. Thank you so much for finding us. If I see you at the Gold Saucer, I'd love to spend more time with you. Pip, pip, pip. It's weird to see myself without glasses. Ever since they added, like, glasses, no matter, like, what headgear you're wearing, I've gotten so used to seeing myself with glasses. Now I just look weird. I look naked. Pip, pip. Usoke skitters off in search for prospective patrons. Follow him to help spread word of the Make It Rain campaign. Yeah, the Gold Saucer is kind of most related to Ul'dah, so it kind of like makes sense why it takes place in Ul'dah this year. The other years, it has been so just a nothing burger event, where I think one year it was literally 5 minutes of quest. It was like, hi, we need people at the Gold Saucer. Hi, welcome to the Gold Saucer. Here's your event reward. Go fuck yourself. Because, like, the event is more so, like, it doesn't just end after you do this seasonal quest. It's actually, everything in the Gold Saucer gives you plus 50% bonus MGP. So it's a really good time to grind up MGP and get the rewards that you don't have from the Gold Saucer. Pip, 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 purr. They're gonna be adding something eventually to the Gold Saucer. We don't know what it is, but it's gonna be in a future patch of the 7.5 series. Why, I've not seen a classier creature in all my days. Have you some business with us? Fashion-minded fellow. Ah yes, the Make It Rain campaign. Lord Godbert always did have a penchant for dressing his mascots in dignified raiments. Ishgard restoration reference? And I see you are dressed in some striking, fucking Ishgardians in their made-up British language. Tell me, as an aficionado of all things fashion, what might I gain from going to the Gold Saucer? You can exchange MVP for all manners of unique garments. You can gain an appreciation for the Manderville aesthetic, and you'll love Masked Rose's fashion report. Of course, we'll go with fashion report. The easiest way to earn passive MGP every single week, just look up the solutions to the fashion report, which I already know the solutions for this week's. Is that right? I normally have no interest in gaudy amusement parks, but that sounds rather promising. Perhaps it's worth experiencing for myself. Thank you, my fuzzy little gent. You have given me a fresh new perspective on the saucer, and that tuxedo is absolutely flawless, I must say. Pip. Pip, 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 pip. I got the little steampunk otter, if you've noticed that. That little fellow. Usosuke sets off once more in search of potential patrons. Follow him to the next destination. Okay, all the way kind of like back to the gold court. Since I'm in transfiguration mode right now, I can't actually use the fast travel. I have to run there on foot. Oh hey, look, it's the Blue Mage NPCs. What a fun, amazing class. All through Dawn Trail, they haven't added a single update for Blue Mages to do. In fact, the only update that Blue Mage got was that they're able to do less content. They removed content from the Blue Mage, basically adding a little bit more restrictions in what they could participate in. I don't know what instances they removed from Blue Mage participation. I'm gonna guess maybe treasure maps? I don't know. But yeah, that sucks. Dawn Trail has been really bad for people that like Blue Mage, such as myself. I like Blue Mage. Oh, I can't like open that up. That's the main quote-unquote Blue Mage content, which is kind of like a puzzle arena fighter kind of thing that you use spells. Was that weird word pronounced accoutrements? Accoutrements? Purr, pip, 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 purr, pip, pip. It's a shame. I really do like Blue Mage, but I just wish they were a real class. I love the idea of learning skills from enemies and just mixing them all together in chaotic fun. Heh, let me guess. Something's afoot at the Gold Saucer. Ah, so to make it rain campaign's returned, eh? Haven't been to the saucer in an age, but I really ought to change that. We owe much and more to Lord Godbert, after all. Actually, I think these guys are from a past event. You know Godbert Manderville personally? The three of us were Alamegan refugees, you see. The average Oldan didn't take so kindly to us, and despite our best efforts, our job prospects were slim to none, but Godbert Manderville changed all of that. Hired the three of us and more to help build his gold saucer. I don't suppose your companion's tuxedo was based on senior sabotenders, was it? Why can't I purr? My voice is too deep to do a purr properly. Senior Sabotender's a favorite of mine. Him and all he represents. Construction on the saucer started soon after the calamity. In those days, Dalamud's aftermath haunted every waking moment of our lives. And yet, despite it all, there was an old Lalafellan man among the workers who loved nothing more than to make us laugh. Every day, he'd think up some new dance or pose to lift our spirits. Some called him eccentric, but none could deny the joy he brought us. After our work was done and the saucer was built, old Godbert sought that man out and dubbed him the first senior sabotender. Even now, even if it's not the same man in the suit, I can't help but grin when he strikes his famous pose. It ain't much of my business anymore, but keep on spreading that joy to others, just like our friend did. Pip pip. Any road, didn't mean to talk your ear off. I'll let you get back to it, and don't you worry. We'll find time to visit the saucer. A little touching moment. The origins of Senior Sabotender. Purr. Pip, 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 pip. With his rounds complete, Usosuke strolls off in the direction of the Gold Court. It would be best to reconvene with him and report to Ajisai. I'm too white to roll my R's. I have a big, flat, fat tongue. I don't know if my microphone's even picking that up properly. Welcome back, Rickubus. I must extend my thanks to you once again for accompanying my dear Usosuke. You ought to thank Rickubus as... Is something troubling you, Usosuke? Pip, pip, pip. Pip, pip, pip. You wish to learn Senior Sabotender's famous pose? What inspires this, all of a sudden? Did aught occur during your rounds? Ah, so that is the way of it. I imagine Usosuke yearns to uplift others in the self-same spirit of Senior Sabotender. Pip pip. A noble desire that, and one that can feasibly be arranged. I shall speak with Lord Godbert and request the tutelage of our current Senior Sabotender. Our patronage has thrived thanks in part to his efforts, after all. Master Usosuke's continued endeavors will be a boon to guests and staff alike. Pip pip. Purr. 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 Isn't that wonderful, Usosuke? We may never have made this discovery without your assistance, Rickubus. I am in your debt. Pip pip. Whoa, they jump. That's kind of fucked up to see a minion jump. That's shocking. They're always like glued to the ground 24/7. That's scary. Well then, I believe it's high time we made our way to the gold saucer. Pray meet us there at your earliest convenience, Master Incubus. Your reward awaits. Can't wait to see Godbert. Does he has to show up. It's his. He is the owner of the gold saucer. Ah, there you are. Allow me to express my thanks again for spending time with Master Usosuke. He and his fellow Globetrotter Otters took to their posing lessons most diligently. Our current Senior Sabotender was quite impressed with the results, just as I am sure our clientele will be. What's more, I am pleased to report that this year's promotional campaign is proving incredibly profitable. It pays to take the gold saucer directly to Olda, so to speak, so you are an invaluable asset to our success. In recognition of these efforts, Lord Godbert has expressed interest in personally presenting you with your reward. Allow me to take you to him. You're gonna get a naked man jump scare, by the way. There they are. They did the dance. Familiar looking NPCs. I'm forgetting where I've seen them though. You do see a lot of the NPCs in the job masters and crafting masters and story NPCs kind of like pop up around the gold saucer if you explore during the event. With like any Final Fantasy XIV event, you usually see them popping up somewhere. Alpha's probably somewhere around. Oh wait, no, he's wearing clothes. We're not getting the naked man jump scare. Only for the Manderville quest will you see him pretty much naked. I mean, he's still wearing his underwear, but you know. Rickubus, welcome my friend to the gold saucer. You gotta welcome. I practically live here. This is my home point. This is my AFK point. last was it like a week ago or like maybe 2 weeks ago? Lulu, who was here earlier, mentioned how she kept finding me on stream AFK in the gold saucer. And I'm like, oh yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Ollier tells me you have done us a great service promoting our campaign with aplomb. As you can see, the saucer is teeming with satisfied guests. And so, in the spirit of innovation with which I pride my craft, 'tis my great privilege to bestow upon you my newest masterpiece. Behold. It's a little mechanical otter. But he's a gentleman. I present to you a Senior Otter, a mammoth crafted in the likeness of our friend Usosuke. This miniature globetrotter and the backpack we entrusted to you earlier are yours to keep. My time-traveling, teleporting otter backpack that got taken away from me but now given back to me. As Ollier may have mentioned, I have pledged to invest a percentage of our profits into otter preservation efforts, and we are off to a most heartening start. On behalf of all involved, you have my heartfelt gratitude. The saucer is, and shall ever be, a place of merriment for all who enter, which is why I should hope we can expect your patronage as well. Until then, I know that we eagerly await your next visit. Yeah, it's the funny thing about Godbert is he'll be clothed like when he needs to be prim and proper, but when he's actually super serious, he's like always just naked and in his underwear. Golden Globetrotter. And there we go. Event over. Not necessarily over. You just do gates around the gold saucer, and you'll just earn a ton of MGP, bonus MGP. Right? Let's equip my backpack. It's back. And then, where's that Otter? There we go. Senior Otter. This automaton brings the Otter to life in the gentlemanly attire of Senior Sabotender, one of the Gold Saucer's beloved mascots, masterfully crafted by the inimitable Godbert Manderville for an event. It was distributed among select collaborators, with proceeds to go towards otter conservation efforts. This is the legacy of the very first Senior Sabotender. Quote by Nanophon, whoever that is. Did I No, I didn't summon him. Why isn't he summoning? Did my internet connection go out? No. Weird. Oh, no, that's why. Because the fashion accessories use the same system, so they can't both overlap and be out. So, damn. I forget, like, yeah. The fashion accessories technically count as a mount. And when you're on a mount, you don't see your minions. But yeah, look at my goofy little backpack. I feel like I'm taking a frame rate loss here, though it is really, really busy. And all the added decorations like probably hurt the performance just a little bit. I wish I could upgrade my PC. Alright, let's get our mini Cactpot. Let's see, can I get... I think I fucked up. Wait. This could be either 8, 9, 7, which we want, because that'll equal out to 24, and that'll be 3,600. Or this could be a 1, and we'll get 10,000 MGP. So I'm gonna risk it. There we go. So that's 10,000 plus the bonus. I also have my jackpot too. Free company buff, so I'm getting even more MGP on top of that. So an extra 6,000 on top of the 10,000 you would win on the base. Like, this is just a really easy mini game. It takes no time. Just find 1, 2, or 3 and just try and match it up. And hope... Ah, again. Okay, well, we know that's not a 9, 7, and 8, so... And that there's a 5 in this row. They can't all be winners. There have been times in the past where I got a 10,000 jackpot, all 3 scratchers. But yeah, 2 out of 3 is actually like really fucking cool to get on stream, I guess. What other bullshit? Oh, right. The campaign attendant right here. Did it mention that she's here? You could get a lot of these items basically on a discount if you need to buy any of the gold saucer shit. You get the gambler, you get the bunny outfits, you get the mascot outfits, you get the oversized t-shirts, a whole bunch of stuff. And then the other tab has Make It Rain posters, which are some of the extra rewards that you can get. A Cactar stool, round table, Moogle balloon, grounded Cactar colony planter, Crystal Tower striker, monster toss machine, Kuffakur machine, the Moogle's paw machine, Out on a Limb machine, and the Finer Miner, which gives you a arcade machine that you could basically put in your house and earn MGP from, but those things don't really give you much MGP. In fact, they're probably a trap to test if you're a botter using a script to just AFK and get MGP, which is a thing that botters would do. It was a very easy tell that someone was botting if you saw them AFK in front of the Out on a Limb machine, or the Finer Miner machine, I believe. That's how you could tell someone was using a script and botting. And, yeah. You get the Senorita Sabatender minion. Wasn't that from a previous year as a reward? Gold Saucer Attendant card, Roland card, GG card. You get like you get a few extra rewards here. And they're cheaper than they normally are. So don't forget about this little attendant right here. Every 20 minutes in the Gold Saucer, on the hour, 20 minutes after the hour, 40 minutes after the hour, there will be a gate that happens. Let's talk to one of the gatekeepers, and she'll tell what the next... The slice is right. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one to show off. Let's see if I could actually do well at it. There's gonna be so many people, though. This is the best time to see the gold saucer full of life. There's just so many people grinding during this event. From the very farthest reaches of the Far East come the one, the only, Yojimbo. Only the bravest of the brave will dare to face the mysterious swordman in the ultimate test of skill. The slice is right. Enter now for a chance to win prizes galore. If you're ready, come on down. Okay, so, this is where the entrance is, and he will spawn across from me here. So we just have to wait like 2 minutes for the gate to start. These are kind of like, I want to say, boss gates. They offer a huge amount. What is the other one? The funga or something? No, anywhere the wind blows. Which is, what's his name? You could get him as a mount from the gold saucer. Where is he again? Typhoon. Typhoon shows up and he sneezes everywhere, and you just have to be lucky to not get sneezed off the stage, and you get a ton of MGP. It's a very easy way to get a lot of MGP. There's specific spots that everyone stacks on. Unga! God, so many people. Actually, there was an update that allowed for more people to show up, so that's a setting that I haven't adjusted. Oh my god, is that a Wario-themed bunny girl? Hold on. That's a fucking Wario-themed bunny girl. Nice. Up. It begins. Do the thing. Yo. Okay. This first one is to demonstrate what he does. It's always the same pattern. It's like always in the middle. You just have to pay attention to how he slices the bamboo. Okay, you could choose to be greedy and get some extra MGP here. But Daigoro will knock you off if you're very unlucky, which just happened to those people. Okay, round 2. Okay, no, I misaligned it. God damn it. It starts getting like more and more intense. He does like 3, and then at max he does around like 4. The second mini game that he does is kind of a crapshoot. You have a chance to double your MGP, a chance to get knocked off of the stage, or you get a chance to like get like nothing, but you still get to stay on the stage. You just like kind of hope. What I like to do is just stack in the middle and let fate decide. Like, if you stand exactly in the middle, I think you have a pretty high chance to just not get anything. It's a way to, like, always kind of get to the next round, surefire. It's hard to get, like, a good camera angle here. I think I was in a very unfortunate spot for the combination that was happening. When a bamboo has multiple slices, it falls in a circular pattern around the chute. If it's straight down, it does a giant line, and if it's slanted, it drops like in a singular line. Damn, I couldn't win it on stream. But I got pretty good at it a while ago, where I was just like winning it non-stop. But streamer debuff, I guess. Anyways, let's play Kuffaker. This is one of the machines that you could put in your house. Not the best score you could get. Let's say it gives you a little bit of MGP, but not a whole lot. They're not really worth playing, these little mini games. Over here is the fashion report. Confirm this week's fashion. 2 adventure for the headgear slot, in sheep's clothing for the gloves, Omega or ornamentation for the legs, and friend to the end for the ring. A good trick to doing this is, here, let me go to New Gridania and set up a glamour. Never ignore this. This is always a really good way to get a ton of MGP for free, essentially, every week. There's always at least like a very cheap and easy, fast way to do this. I think you just need one of the pieces and 2 of the right dies, and you know, people usually just figure this out and share it on communities. Like, here's the solutions, just reach 80 and you get a ton of MGP. You don't have to get 100. You don't have to, unless you want a title, you only need to do 100 once. Some weeks it's hard, some weeks it's easy. Okay, this is my throwaway glamour right here. So for this week, it is an easy way to do this is the goblin cap. And then have your chest dyed suit black. And then any gloves like from a beast tribe. So let's go with the cote of the blue. And I should be able to now get a full reward for the fashion report for this week. Doesn't one of the raid bosses have that mechanic too? I'm trying to remember which would have that mechanic. But probably. That was kind of like one of the things I wanted that stage to be used for. I want more gates and more variations, where you kind of like just have to dodge boss AoEs. That's what makes it fun. It rewards some good dancing. Oh yeah, something weird that they did was they just combined all dyes into standard Spectrum dyes. So there's like 3 different dye types that you can get. And this is just like for all the base colors and everything. So it really helps with the inventory. There's a lot of items in here that if you continue to do this every week, you unlock like some glamour pieces and some furniture for your house, if you care about that kind of thing. And there's also an emote to get from here, and an orchestrion roll. Yeah, I look ridiculous, but let's get our 80 score for the week. So it's typically around like 60,000 MGP that you'll get, but plus 50%, and also the bonus that you get from the free company buff. You'll see just how much I get. Like I said, you just search around online quickly and you'll find a solution every week. This should work. It ought to come as no surprise, but there are no few suitors vying for Kasumi's attention. She is quite fashion savvy herself, so you'd best know how to dress, or else she won't so much as remember you. I have made my decision. Brace yourself. There we go. We got 2 out of 4 pieces, but that's usually enough. It's either 1 piece and 2 correct dies, or you could just do 2 pieces, and I think that's usually like good enough to get 80 every week. And yeah. You have done well. All the parts come together as a harmonious whole. If I were to offer a piece of advice, however, you might consider adding an accent, a little something to punctuate the look and draw the eye. He's just speaking bullshit right now. Give me my MGP. Here, this is your prize for participating, along with a little something extra for putting a smile on my face. If you fail, you get 10k MGP, but if you get above 80, you get an additional 50k MGP, so it equals out to, let's see, okay, 96,000 MGP. Nearly 100 MGP alone for doing something as simple as what I just did. Don't sleep on the fashion report every week. It's a really good way to get MGP at like a very casual pace, if you don't want to live in the gold saucer and grind gates like every 20 minutes. There's a second floor too. We'll go to the Minion Square. There's a tournament ranking going on as well. You could get a ton of MGP from doing this as well. Whoops. When that board's lit up, you could basically participate in a tournament. You don't need to actually fight other people. You could just do the master tournament and it's NPCs. Usually no one queues to do this anyway, so this is why you would want to do this as a as a NPC. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to play. The sheeps will break the shield. The wind-up Kojin are good at breaking the crystals. I'll send my sheeps to the shield. You just want to pay attention to what these little guys are good at doing and move them around appropriately. So 3 have spawned here. I'm going to send them over here. The Kojin are really easy to get. You just do a Beast Tribe and Stormblood. You get this little wind-up guy. Send 3 over here. And then wait for the rest to spawn. The sheeps are gonna destroy this shield over here. I'm gonna move them into position. Two more are queued up to spawn. So the AI always likes sending things out to the middle here. And then if you try and pinch the AI right here, it freaks out in most cases and disperses them. Like, there we go. We just scared them away from the mid. These guys have taken care of the crystal over here, send them to the mid. And these guys are just gonna, you know, do their job over here. This crystal is nearly dead. This is all you need. Get a shield breaking minion. Get a crystal breaking minion. And just do that every single time. Easy. Easy. So glams work for the fashion report. Yes, glamours will work. You could either be wearing the item or you could just glamour it over and it'll work. There's another thing that I like doing because the challenge logs also count for the bonus. You have to do a whole bunch of stuff here. You can win a Chocobo race, you can play triple Triad 10 times, participate in an open tournament, play Lord of Verminion at least 5 times. You get a pretty nice little chunk of MGP. There's the Verminion challenge. Little Big Beast is one that you could just spam. The tactic I just showed you pretty much works in all the challenges too, but there are some that are like technically little tiny boss battles that you do have to pay attention to and get proper like matchups against. The Wind-Up Gentleman makes really short work of this. He's really good. This is like one of those little boss battles right here. It's not how the game normally plays. Let me take a drink. Hello, Chicken Pea. Rickubus Incubus, yep. Just wait for all my guys to spawn, because like he takes forever to do any damage to the crystal over here. One of my older Gold Saucer streams, I pretty much gave a walkthrough of like all the kind of shit that you can do in the Gold Saucer. This is a neat little mini game. It's just a shame it's not really popular and no one likes doing it. You get a special minion from completing all of the challenges for Lord of Verminion. But since these are mammoths, they do additional damage to monster type minions. And Hildebrand is... the Wind-Up Gentleman is just really strong at like 90 attack and 75 defense. And then he just does this extra buff too, which just does a ton of damage. And there you go. This is how you could easily do 5 matches of Verminion a week, is just keep spamming Little Big Beast. Anyways, the next gate is about to happen. Yeah, this is a bot central, so... I'm not saying any of these people right here are currently botting, but this is how you could typically know if someone is botting. Is they'll just be standing here all day. It doesn't show you the animation of them playing. This person right here knows, because they're doing the laugh emote. They're like, they're probably reporting everyone that like plays these machines. Over here is the Chocobo Racing, which really a huge pain in the ass minigame. If you want to lobotomize yourself and get a Chocobo mask, this is the way to do it. You breed Chocobos, you level them up with races. It's fun for a while. We'll do a Chocobo race after I'm done with this next gate. Which I wonder what it's gonna be. Let's go to the plaza. Leap of Faith. Okay, not my favorite gate. I hate Leap of Faith. Hopefully it's not the... If you're a fan of Maple Story and jump puzzles, this is basically what this gate is. There's a really easy one and a really awful one. And one that's like middling challenge. Let's... Okay, this is the middling challenge one. There are a few jumps that you could basically fall off completely and have to do it all over again. But it's not as punishing. Sliflins is the worst of the Leap of Faith. You already see people falling into the void. You're supposed to like grab these statues here. I should really change out this awful outfit, I forgot. Grab the trophy. One of your worst enemies in this is just the fact that there's so many people covering you at all times. All the players overlapping kind of sometimes hides like an area where you need to jump. Okay. Well, luckily I don't fall to my death here. Tricky, jumping in Final Fantasy XIV is a bit tricky. There's like 3 modes, like little tiny jump, a mid jump, and then like a long jump. And it just kind of depends on your wind up when you start running. So yeah, that was really risky right there, but I have to do that again. Now, you don't have to get all the trophies, but they add up to your MGP reward at the end. Those are short jumps. I'm just gonna... Well, I almost didn't make that. I was just gonna ignore those. I could kind of come back for those. So this pattern is easy. The layout of this kind of changes sometimes. Okay, a trick that when you're doing Leap of Faith, just touch the goal. You're complete. You could get your reward. Now let's see, can I go into a full sprint? No, can't make that. Sometimes you could cheese it, but this demonstrates what I just did just fine. See, you're gonna get sent all the way back to the start, and you're like, man, I tried to go for the gold, but like, if you touch the gate, and you're like, alright, I don't need it, just leave the instance, it's complete. You don't need to exit through the goal, you just need to touch the goal, and it counts as a win. So that's a trick that you could do to easily go for the gold and make a risky jump, and if it doesn't work out, well, no big deal. You can back the fuck out. What else is there to do in the gold saw? Oh, right, Chocobo Racing. Let's... You can see all my glamours. My goofy glamours. There we go. Let's go do a Chocobo race. Chocobo races are kind of weird. They did the best that they could, like... I already forget. Okay. It doesn't require other players to ever really do a Chocobo race. It will give you NPCs, but when you do come across another player, then it kind of becomes a little bit of a challenge. I would love them to add more areas of the Gold Saucer. I feel this upper floor, like, there's an expansion here that they could easily add maybe Blitzball. We'll see. Maybe that's the expansion they're teasing. Maybe it's not just like an item or a mount you can get. Oh, I'm against another player. But you're kind of on a track here, and your Chocobo will resist. It's really jank how the racing works. If there's like a Chocobo in front of you, your Chocobo will kind of like refuse. Oh fuck! I just wasted that. That's a perfect opportunity to use Chocobo Restore. The way I raised my Chocobo, it's pretty much just a full sprint to the end. Don't want to touch the red. Ah, shit. Now, if I remember to use my ability, I could have actually maybe won this race. I think Sogali Road is the shortest of the Chocobo Racing, so you'll be doing this one a lot if you're just trying to raise your Chocobo really fast. I got so sick of seeing this place. And then it gives a random bonus to someone. You know, 1,000 MGP per race, essentially. Like, when this event's going on. Not bad, not bad. You don't have to be in the Gold Saucer at all to do any of these races. You can just be anywhere and just queue. Simcock. Imagine having that as your name. Okay, another race, another race. Okay, it's just me. Optimal Que is what someone named their Chocobo. That's a good name. Good, my item put the enemy player into a frenzy state. That's gonna drain their stamina twice as fast. God, I love Chocobos. I win. But yeah, my Chocobo has been bred to pretty much just go full sprint from start to end as long as nothing goes wrong. And then if what goes wrong can go wrong, it has an ability that actually works in my benefit. So if I'm just racing NPCs, usually I could get first place every single time. This is the fun of Chocobo Racing. Get a pretty nice amount of MGP. So it's also a very good time to just do the Chocobo Racing, if you want. There's a exclusive barding you could get for your companion Chocobo too. There is also the Battlehall. We could go here. This is its own little exclusive instance. Sounds like someone's doing yard work outside. One moment. Okay. Sorry if you hear any noises. Is there a tournament going on right now? The Spinner's Pool is currently underway. Place in the top 3 and you'll take home a Cecil Harvey card. Okay, you always just could talk to one of the record keeper NPCs in the Gold Saucer or here in the Battlehall. They register you for a tournament, and then there's like NPCs around here that you could play Triple Triad. And they will count for tournament points, so you get some pity prizes at the end if you don't want to like play actual humans, so. Here we go. I'll just I'll demonstrate some Triple Triad. Okay. This is usually a very easy NPC to fight. There's all kinds of different rules that Triple Triad could have. These are like pretty easy rules. Easy win. That gives you some tournament points, rematch. Like when you hear tournament, you think, oh no, I have to fight another player. This is gonna be really scary. I'm gonna have to socialize and lose against someone that knows what they're. No, you could just do this. Cheese it by like fighting NPCs. You don't have to actually fight against other players at all. It's that easy. And the packs that you do get as a pity prize, if you don't like get the top place or whatever, do have a chance to give you all the rare reward cards and everything. But yeah, I'll come back and finish you get like 20 allotted tournament matches to get as much points as possible. But this is like a pretty nice place to chill. If you ever need to quickly escape a situation and you like need an instant queue pop, say you're being followed by someone or you're being stalked or whatever and you just need to get the fuck out of somewhere real quick, just queue up for the Battlehall, have that unlocked, and click join, and it's pretty much an instant pop. Because I know a lot of people in Final Fantasy XIV tend to kind of have stalker issues. Oh, an open tournament is actually happening right now. Can I still do this? You have to do like a ton of matches of this, and you actually unlock a special umbrella for this, which is the Gold Saucer Parasol with a little Triple Triad card tucked underneath of it. I think one of these tournaments happens every 3 hours or something. And I think you do around like 3 matches with people. Here's the tournament record keeper over here if you ever want to register for the tournament. The ranking board, which no chance in hell. Like, people just kind of win trade for that too, I think. But since everyone's doing the Gold Saucer content right now, it's not actually a good time to rank pretty highly. If you're doing a Lord of Verminion tournament, that actually does have a pretty high payout. I would recommend at least like doing as many matches as you can of that while the Gold Saucer Make It Rain event is going on. Did I remember to buy my tickets for this over here? Gold Saucer does have its own little tab. Waiting results, I always get Leet as one of my tickets. The Jumbo Cactpot Broker. Every Saturday around, like, what is it? 7 p.m. Adjust an hour every time daylight saving times happens. Shifts it around a bit. They pull the numbers and you see if you win or you lose. Little cheese boy? I'm not a little cheese boy. I'm gold. Gold like Wario. I don't think I have the Wario outfit anymore. I used to have a Wario outfit that I'd run around in for like a previous Make It Rain event stream. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I think... Where was Mahjong? I'm not gonna fucking play Mahjong. There's the golden Godbert statue. Oh yeah, I should probably get rid of the umbrella. Yeah, no, it's not here. I think I was actually just near it. Gold like the fella I like in Dark Souls. Fuck, what was his name again? The guy that has the cool armor that looks like he's being hugged. And if you free him, he kills the Firekeeper in the starting area. Okay. Open tournament time. You do play against other players in this, by the way. But it's all automated, so you don't gotta worry. You get to see your opponent. So it's kind of good timing. I just happened across this. It's like I said, it's like every 3 hours or so. Lautrec, the fan favorite guy to kill early. Yeah. I think if you kind of know what you're doing in Dark Souls, you just always, like, everyone kills him, or like they get, if they're streaming it, everyone's kill that guy now, you know. Which card? It's like an open draft, so this is tough. Okay. I think this is probably my best bet here. Oh, okay, so I forget. There are, if not enough people queue, it does kind of just put you in with a bunch of NPCs now, I guess. I mean, this isn't really popular content to do either anymore. So I'm like against the only other like living person in this instance. These are all the other NPCs in the Battlehall. Which is nice, they kind of future-proof this. For like, you know, when the game eventually dies and no one's playing it anymore. But Final Fantasy XI is still alive and people still play that, so... They're actually suffering from success. Yeah, the Mughals got big bobbers in this game. I think I fucked myself here. Yeah, if I'm not lucky, if they have anything less than a 1 here, I'm kind of fucked. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're gonna draw. Unfortunate. +1 point for me, +1 point for them. Like, they had the exact kind of card that I wanted for that slot, except they were able to flip one of my cards. Very unfortunate. I'll probably have to fight this person again. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, this is one of the NPCs. But their cards are kind of randomized here too, so they could actually be more of a threat than they usually are. Ah, shit. Okay, that's like 2 aces. I can't do anything about that, so I'll just toss that in the corner right there. I'm gonna take a risk. God damn it. Flip both of those around. This could end in a draw as well. Yeah, this one's gonna be a draw as well. I'm too good at, like, getting draws. I think I'm stupid. What is it? I think like 150 wins against people in this mode you need to get the umbrella. There was like several weeks back, like when they first introduced this, that I kept queuing for this when it would pop. You could do a few rounds of it if you're on time. It's a lot of wins to get a stupid umbrella that's kind of gaudy and no one uses because it's kind of ugly. But I like it. Yizmat. Okay. Both me and the other player pretty much like tied. Second place. There's like, no, there's 3 second places. Okay. So, my winnings are a gold Triad card. You get card packs and all that. The way you collect triple Triad cards in this game... Oh, Slice is Right is going on with a Yojimbo. Let's see, what card did I get in my Pokemon card pack? I got a Geralt card, which I don't need. You get triple Triad cards randomly from doing any of the dungeons of like dungeon bosses. There's NPCs all around the world you could go duel. And every time you win against them, they have like a card or two that they can reward you. You come to this triple Triad NPC right here. You can sell the cards you don't need, like doubles, for MGP. And then she has a tab where you could buy individual, like exclusive to the Gold Saucer cards. And then there's also triple Triad card packs that you could buy, which will have a number of random cards in them. So when you really need something to burn a lot of MGP on, and you want to fill out your triple triad card collection, that's something you can use MGP on. These are the prize attendants right here. The registerable items. You get all these framers kits, you get minions, you get mounts, you get modern aesthetics, which are hairstyles, you get ballroom etiquette, which are emotes, faces we wear, which are glasses, all kinds of stuff that you can get, and bardings. On top of also having music scrolls and gear and weapons. There's a whole lot of shit here. Okay, so where is Mahjong? Oh, it's right here. If you're a fan of Mahjong, here you go. This is the Mahjong area. You can even buy character voice packs. Huh. 0. Mitem. It's stuff that, like, if you want, you could just have different characters from the game do the voices for the Mahjong. I don't care about this. I never play it. I'm never gonna be good at it. I'm not gonna fall for the fucking meme. Get out of here with Mahjong. So fucking sick and tired of seeing streamers play Mahjong. Oh, hey. Cute. This is the steampunk otter. They just have little decorations of them. Damn. Got it. Crystal Tower Striker. Size doesn't matter. Let's see. Challenge logs. Earn 100 MGP from minigames. Let's go shoot some hoops. Monster Toss is hard. I fucking suck at Monster Toss. We got basketball. Uh-oh, my PC is not happy right now. From small things, what other? Participate in 5 gates, successfully complete 3 gates, enter 3 Chocobo races, enter 20, win a Chocobo race, win 10 Chocobo races, play triple triad 10 times, win triple triad 10 times, play 5 triple triad matches in the Battlehall, win 3 triple triad matches in the Battlehall, play Lord of Verminion 1, 3, and 5 times, and participate in Doman Mahjong player matches 2 times. And you could get like a sizable chunk of MGP from doing all those missions, if you have the time, and if you desire to do shit like that. Which I don't. I don't really have much of a reason to. I used to like basically be at the MGP cap, but yeah, I spent a lot of MGP on some extra shit recently, so it's just like, alright, well, it's there. I could spend it. I kind of miss coming to the Gold Saucer to do things. But yeah, I need to do my PvP. Here, let's change my glamour. Where is it? There we go. I need to do my PvP match for the day. This isn't a Gold Saucer activity. I still have like the Monster Hunter weapon for like all my classes that I barely play. Loperits are here. I wasn't really seeing any of the usual NPCs that show up for this event. I know Manderville would be up here in the previous events. When they have the Fall Guys collab returning, which it returns fairly often, it's like in this area right here. They really just need to make that a permanent part of Final Fantasy XIV instead of like re-airing it constantly. Okay. I bitch all the time that PvP in Final Fantasy XIV is really boring. Because it is. This is one of the more boring modes, which is just find a rock. I mean, they're all fucking boring. Hidden Gorge is the best PvP mode and no one plays it because it actually requires brains and like actual fighting and Tides of War. This is just go capture a rock and protect rock. This patch actually removed a feature where you get battle high as a battle goes on, and you get more and more KOs. In the past, if you died, it would have your current battle high, but they removed that in this patch. So now when you increase your battle high, it's just permanent. So that quickly leads to, I guess, people dominating some matches if they're just really good at KOing enemy teams, which I think is a good thing. I like that change. In the past, if you just kept dying and being a shitty player, you were just punished because you weren't really going to be doing as much damage to the enemy players that continue to snowball. Okay, up here. Oh shit, you were here. Now the most exciting part where I just have to protect rock. Oh hey, you got the Pilgrim's Traverse mount. I got that too. Where would that be located? What's green in here? Oh, this. I recently got this. Oh, I can't use it because I'm not of that grand. I switched grand companies. That's stupid. Alright, enemies incoming. Oh shit. Beard off. That might be a... yeah, it's probably a get the fuck out. Oh. Dead. There's only 17% left on that. They're fighting over something in the mid. Damn, we're the team that's getting shit on the hardest right now. I always complain about this, front lines. I don't like that it's a three-way battle. I feel like PvP should always be a battle between two teams. There should always just be a winner and a loser, not a winner and two losers. It just makes winning that much harder. And considering how many rewards there are for winning front lines, like 100 times, and each day is a different front line. This is today's front line. It's not fun. Front lines are not fun. Enemy team is probably going to be coming here. Let's see if I can do my funny samurai trick. Haha, two for one. Oh. I just love Samurai's limit break in PvP. Because you just cast Chitin, and it marks anyone that hits you, and then that's your ha ha ha, you hit me, and then you hit them at the power of like tenfold and instantly kill them. It's fucking funny. It's like what's that one game where you just try and like punch each other as hard as you can? It's kind of like that, except you always win. And it's also just kind of a mind game thing where you bait people into attacking you. You put yourself in a very funny position. A good PvP player kind of knows what you're up to, though, so sometimes it doesn't always work. They just like completely abandoned this. How much does it have? 80%? Why were they so dumb as to just leave this unguarded? Okay. They're just gonna... Flames and the Maelstrom are just gonna fight each other in the mid. Looks like we got some people approaching us. Haha. You hit me. Okay, I'm getting the fuck out. Unless... Like, I think Samurai is just my favorite class to play for PvP. Now, we're actually kind of steamrolling them here. Okay, I've overextended. I gotta get the fuck out. But no, that was just like kill after kill after kill. I already have... Like, the match isn't even half over and I nearly have full battle high here. That was a really good, like, assist and kill streak. But will it be enough to win this match? Probably not. Probably not. Because every time you die or an enemy dies, you take 10 points from the team. Like, I'm just gonna sit here, because this is a more reliable way to... Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, no, they got it. Oh, okay. 32, 75, 95. That's one thing I don't like about this PvP mode, because I'm glued to this rock. You don't just like capture it and abandon it, because someone like me will just come in and go, this isn't guarded. I'm gonna take it for myself. Nice rock you have here. So we have the point lead right now. A lot of PvP is also just looking at the map and seeing what the hell is happening. What are people doing? What teams are approaching? What teams are fighting? Ahaha, you hit me. I'm getting so many assists for I love it's such a fucking stupid ultimate. Such a stupid ass limit break. I love it. Gotta remember to heal myself. Okay, new node soon, so I'm gonna spread out to see if I get lucky with any of the spawns. I usually like to go to this middle area. Oh. Okay, well, that's one of them. It's always satisfying to like be right on top of a node, and then it activates, and you're like, ooh, okay. Head start, free points. Free points for me and my team. Paladin over there ready to come try and spank me. Okay, no, I don't think this is popping. It's usually like 3 up at once. I gotta get better at like unstunning myself with like Purify. Or wait, does Purify work against stuns? I don't know, I'm kind of dog shit at PvP. Get stunned. Okay, almost get to do my fun limit break. Okay. Let's see. Ah, didn't get anyone. Okay. I think maybe they killed me right before it went off. There have been times in Crystalline Conflict where, you know, it's a 5 versus 5 team. There have been times where I was the sole survivor. I popped Cheetan, and then I used my limit break and killed all 5 of them. because they were all attacking me. I love this stupid limit break so much. Usually it gives a debuff to the enemy too. If you just like get Cheetan on them, you'll do more damage. Good for fixing those like stalemates that happen in PvP, because it feels like you're kind of just slapping a brick wall sometimes when you're in a 1 versus 1 fight. Another reason why I just like Samurai is because it's a lot more easier to just flip everything in your favor. One of your abilities basically is if you're single targeting someone, it pretty much does twice the amount of damage to them. Samurai is pretty much built for like winning 1 versus 1 fights. Or just causing mass havoc if you just decide to cheat and bomb the enemy team and give as many people a debuff as possible. I'm not liking this, I'm not liking this. They're coming from 2 different directions. Okay, I can do my funny thing again. The situation is too messy, though. Ah, shit, okay. Damn it. I didn't waste my limit break, at least. Oh, we were so close. We were just like 11 points off, but Maelstrom, like, okay, they won. Oh well. Alright, well. That's the daily PvP, and then also I need to... I guess huge spoilers for Dawn Trail coming up. I just need to go gather my daily map. You've been warned! We won't be here for long, so you won't really see much of it. Just gotta get my daily treasure map. Luck of the Pioneer. Here's my time-worn Gargantua skin map. Grab some random items to sell for a little pocket change. Teleport back to the gold saucer. Assign you ventures. Okay, 12,900. Copy that. Sell that on the marketplace for me. History, these are selling for $355. $7, not worth selling that yet. General purpose metallic gold, I got one of those left over. Sell that. Get rid of this. 97. 43. Wind parsley, so 118. Magnesia powder, let's go 98. Undercut everyone by one gil. Let's do 270 for pearl. And then this guy will do 127. 1000 even. Is that a moon cream pie? Wait, moon crappie. No. Savage materia. Okay, this isn't even worth selling, so just have the retainer sell that for dirt cheap. Yeah, I think that's everything. Entry. Oh, there's a gate going on, but I forgot what the gate was. Oh my god, it's Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. He's got his rings. I love seeing people dressed like Sonic the Hedgehog or Mario in Final Fantasy XIV. It's fucking funny. Alright, what's the next gate gonna be? Air Force One. I do want to do Air Force One. Air Force One is really goofy. What can I do in the meantime? There are some triple Triad NPCs over here that you could duel for additional cards. I remember when I came back to Final Fantasy XIV, I'm like, oh, I gotta get the Bahamut card from this guy right here. He kind of used to be one of the most challenging NPCs in the game. Not necessarily anymore. I fucking suck at plus rule. Still whoops my ass. I guess I could head back to the house real quick. Because I did get the posters. My beautiful yard. Did they increase the slots yet? Oh, they did. So like man, I have a lot of decorating to do. I could fit so much in my front yard now. I don't know if I need to like get some more stuff for this area. Just simple things like little rocks or like a little gardening area. I mean, that's what this is over here where I have all my watermelons. Yeah, my big ticking clock. Oh, the window's clipping through it a little bit. That's fine. I'll fix that later. Housing. Indoor furnishings. Extra 150 slots. Let's see. I'll go downstairs to my bedroom. I can actually like make my house look a little more livelier now. I just gotta not be lazy as fuck. Where would be a good area to like even put this? To demonstrate it. I guess like right there. It's gonna look like shit. Right there. The two past Make It Rain events. Which they featured the Kappa costume and Mahjong, which that Make It Rain event I don't think was even focused around Mahjong at all. It was completely unrelated. They just wanted an excuse to have a couple of the characters just play Mahjong. Still got all my Easter shit set up. Where was the third item? It was like a tabletop, make it rain. And it's of the Mahjong one as well. Yeah, those are 3 additional exclusive items on top of getting the little Otter backpack and the Otter pet. Now, I want to make a really comfy, like, upstairs. But when a problem with medium houses, a lot of people just close off one of the floors completely and just focus on decorating, like, 1 level or, like, two levels. Because there's just, like, there wasn't enough slots. But now that they increased that, people decorating houses is gonna get a lot more crazier now that we pretty much have almost an additional 150 slots to work with and double for the front yards. What about this one over here? Outdoor furnishings. Yeah, it's up from 20 to 40. Okay, we got 4 minutes left until Air Force One happens. Man, my room is, that's just me drinking root beer. My room is really stuffy and hot right now. Chasing the root beer with some water just to kind of like rinse my teeth off of like the sugar immediately after. I'm trying to be a little bit better about that. Balance the soda with some water. I don't know if that's like insane person shit to do. Oh, my the map already sold. Okay. Let's go back to the gold saucer. It's only been 2 hours. Man, this is gonna be a short stream. Then again, what stream isn't short? Now, this big fixture in the middle is another gate that could pop up. It's when the gold saucer was first introduced. They added these jumping puzzles that are within the golden saucer. What I don't like about a lot of gates now is that they require a separate instance that you have to queue up for. They're a lot more ambitious than these old jumping puzzles. But the appeal of the gold saucer was while you're waiting for your dungeon queues to pop, you could just hang out here and play a gate and earn some side currency. But now these ones like pop a lot more or less than the ones that require their own instance. So you pretty much can't queue for your dungeons anymore and do the gold saucer as like a side objective. Too much of the attractions are their own queues now, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. I'd like them to add more content to the gold saucer. It has always been one of my favorite places to hang out in Final Fantasy XIV. Just because it's like, you know, it's a little Chuck E. Cheese attraction. You get a whole bunch of cool rewards from it. It's a very lucrative thing to do. And when they have the Moogle Tome events at the end of a patch's life cycle, they typically Gates kind of count and give you Moogle tomestones, so it's a good place to also grind for those now. The meta used to be use blue mages to cheese dungeons really fast, and you could earn like 100 Moogle tomestones in maybe under an hour or two. But once Square Enix kind of caught on to that, they nerfed it, and I think maybe blue mages don't qualify for Moogle tomestones anymore. It's very, very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Here we go, Air Force One. Which route is this? Okay, this is the newest one that they've added. So it gets full priority in spawns. It's a stupid little Rudy Tooty point and shooty. There's not really a whole lot you could say about this gate. Just don't shoot the red ones. They sometimes try and bait you into like shooting at one and then they spawn a red right in front of it. They're all set patterns. They're the same every single time. There's no randomness to this. There's like 3 possible tracks that you could get for this theme. I haven't really memorized this one. Oh, it's my favorite part of the song and it fades out. You could get 5,000 points total. That's what you ideally want to aim for to get the maximum MGP. Usually near the end, they try and they set up a trap like that you can almost accidentally hit one of the reds and fuck up your perfect score right at the very end. There we go, perfect. 6,400. Like I've said plenty of times, right now when this event is happening, it's the perfect time to grind in the gold saucer to earn a lot of extra MGP. Oh my god, look at that glamour. I'm the Joker, baby. Was there anything else I needed to do? What is my current level for the patch series? Okay. I don't have to do PvP anymore. Once I reach level 25, I could just not focus on doing PvP. Oh, look at the little whale shark Jimbei minion that they added recently. I love this little guy. Okay. Here's my Otter backpack. Okay, I think that about does it for what I wanted to do today for the stream. You know, do a little bit of a showcase for the gold saucer. It's a fun place to hang out in Final Fantasy XIV. And you could do it, I think, like as early as level 15, 20. If you're a trial player, you pretty much have no limitations here whatsoever. Like, no matter how much new content they add to Final Fantasy XIV, You will always be able to do the stuff in the gold saucer. It's accessible to everyone no matter what their account is or how many expansions you have. It's basically base game stuff. But yeah, there. Let me give my poor computer a breather. Exit out of Final Fantasy XIV. I see no one touched my golden banana, so I thank you for listening and heeding my warning not to touch my golden banana. Who is even online right now? It's Friday night, everyone's probably like live right now. Oh, my PC is burning hot. It is not happy with me. Why did today have to be like so hot? It rained the other night, which was crazy to me. I'm like, wait, I thought the rain weather was over. I think that today's the kind of day where I just might send you guys over to the ducks. I'm gonna hug my banana close. It's my banana. Okay, I don't really have much else to say. It was a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Yesterday, it's like 2 streams in a row. You guys are very lucky. The rare Rick streams. I played the maid uniform and machine gun yesterday from the Simple 2000 series. That was probably a better stream, in my opinion. Go check it out. If you weren't there yesterday, if you didn't get to see it, goofy ass game. I'm gonna head out to the porch. I am not looking forward to the summer. The summer, like, honestly, is about to begin. Like, what? Like, technically, like, 2 days away from, I guess, maybe the official start of summer. Summer months are what? June, July, August, and then September is the month before Spooky. Which is here, I kind of wonder if I should, make September the official beginning for the Halloween season. Get a head start on streaming the Halloween games that I want to stream, because it's always my favorite time of the year to stream. There's always a lot of games that I save for Halloween, a lot of plans I have for Halloween, and I feel like no matter how hard I try, half of those plans become actuality, and then I have to wait for the next year to roll around to play those games. And just having the extra month ahead of time to fit in some more spooky stuff. I guess the past few years I've been going like, oh yeah, we'll continue Halloween into November too, because, you know, Christmas and roaches upon Halloween's Halloween time. So trying to steal a little bit of that territory back. But yeah, I'm already thinking way too ahead of myself here. The summer season's coming up, so I gotta like do summer themed streams and play the summer themed games that that have been on my bucket list forever. Oh god, like my anniversary is coming up in July. It'll be 4 years of being a VTuber. 4 years of being a 2-view male. Thinking. There's the August 8th stream, long-standing tradition. I don't know how good this year's will be, though. I got some new levels that I'm cooking up. But we'll see if I'm even motivated to give you guys a decent 8-8 stream. Yeah, what's an 8-8 stream? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Did anyone new go live over on Twitch that I actually would want to raid? Like, literally everyone's like live right now. Voodoo Vince? Yeah, that's what this music is from. One day, maybe I'll play Voodoo Vince on stream. I still have yet to play a single Xbox game on stream. But it's always a question of like, didn't they release it on Steam too? And wouldn't that's one of those games that would kind of benefit from a soft remaster. The port on Steam is glitchy with volume. Oh, so maybe I will just go with the good old Xbox version. Yeah, thank you very much for watching today. I will free you guys of this curse. I will let you go watch whatever streamer you would like to go watch now. That's not me. I'm just gonna, I don't know, hop on VR chat and jerk off or something. No, that's not what I do on VR chat. Just as jerk off as an expression of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, so sit around and do whatever, I guess. Maybe set up for the next stream, or whatever that is. I've been playing a lot of games in my free time, off stream, and just like having fun. And some games I have to wait to play, and some games that I'm like, oh, I really want to stream this ASAP. But we'll see. The weekends are for chilling and partying. I don't really like streaming on the weekends, so I'll see you guys next week on the weekdays. Possibly. Unless something bad happens to me again and I'm out of action for an entire month. Which could be a possibility. Summer here is not very pleasant. And I will basically induce a heat stroke on myself. Like, as soon as the yard work started, I was like, fuck, I gotta close my window, my room is gonna heat up. And yep. And then some asshole on the street also decided to, like, fucking barbecue, and all the smoke was starting to blow in the house as well. So that's not good. That's not good. How dare they fucking have a good time and barbecue on a beautiful day and interrupt my stream of Final Fantasy XIV to feed their family? Fucking piece of shit. No. I'm being the stupid idiot here, like, fuck. Man. It really would be nice to live in the middle of nowhere, in a rainy, dark, dreary forest, where no one can interrupt me, no one could bother me, where the temperature was always nice and cool, and overheating was never an issue. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for lurking. So long as the place has fiber, water, and electricity, yeah, that's the dream, that's the dream. Thanks for watching, thanks for lurking, thanks for supporting me on YouTube, thanks for joining the Discord or following me on social media, and whatever else. Remember, everyone, keep your golden banana close. If you have a golden banana, these things are priceless. These things are worth a lot of money. Was there anything else I needed to say? No, I don't think so. One more browse over of my following to see. where I could send you guys. Actually, I see Shrimps is playing Earthbound, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Shrimps. Okay, see you guys next time. Until then, farewell. Oyasumi, bye-bye. Have a good rest of your Friday night, motherfuckers, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.